up, everybody? This is Nightwing2303 from kicksoncourt.com. Today we have a performance review on the Nike Zoom Crusader. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so here's just a quick look at the outsole here. Some kind of storytelling traction. Again, don't know really what this is for at all. It kind of reminds me of those cheap little games you get at parties with the little silver ball. Try to get them through all the little map areas. Overall, this blue section performed decently. And then this exterior section, this harder rubber, definitely gripped the floor a lot better. There were some inconsistencies overall with the traction. Again, this blue area didn't work as well as this area here in certain instances, mostly on lateral movements. Front to back, it was okay. So only thing I would say is just make sure that you're either on a clean court. If you plan on using these outdoors, I would recommend either a rough or gritty surface, just so that it has more of a chance to be kind of composed or even. As far as the cushion is concerned, we have forefoot and heel Nike Zoom. The forefoot unit is a thin rectangle bag. It's about 10 millimeters. And then we have a regular sized Nike Zoom unit in the heel here. This is one of the few times in recent memory where the Zoom Air is definitely felt. It feels really good. The foam that they use is probably the reason for that. The carrier that they use to house these Zoom units feels like it has a higher rubber content, almost like Cushlon. So this material, along with the Zoom, feels really comfortable. I love it. Great transition and feel on the court, and you really can't go wrong with this type of setup. As far as materials go, it's pretty simple. You basically just have fuse along most of the upper, along with that top layer of mesh. First generation flywire, which is kind of surprising to see, especially since they're so often using dynamic flywire, so this is kind of a weird change, almost like a step back. And then inside we have this neoprene boot, which is pretty much what makes up most of the shoe in general. So that's basically it. I'd say that it's durable enough for outdoor use and indoor use just because of that fused shell. Their fit is true to size. It's a little hard to get inside this shoe, just like the Nike Hyper Rev. Wide footers, I don't know. I don't have a wide foot, so I can't really speak for you. However, with a normal or narrow foot, this is already hard. So, however, if you do go up half a size, you might have some sizing issues and things of that nature. So, once everything was on and I was able to get the shoe on my foot, they fit like a glove. It was one of their better aspects. As far as the lockdown goes, the forefoot and the midfoot was great. This upper area, as soon as you get to this collar, it's almost as if these are just too low. I didn't feel much support or containment here. I didn't have any heel slipping whatsoever, so that wasn't the issue. It's more on lateral movements. This material just didn't feel like it was really gripping or containing my foot very well, and I never felt 100% secure upon those movements. So if I'm like a front to back player, I just feel like shooting that night, these would be great. However, if I was running point or even the two where I'm constantly going around screens and things like that and inside traffic, I probably wouldn't want to wear these as much as I would another shoe. So to offset the somewhat lack of support right in this section, I would recommend either an ankle brace, or if you tape your ankles, continue to do so. I know that the players in the NBA all have their ankles taped. It doesn't matter who it is or if they have an injury or not. It's just something that their coaching staff has them do. So if you have that as an option, I would definitely recommend it, especially with these guys here. As far as ventilation is concerned, it's pretty much everywhere. It's a very well ventilated shoe. I'll give it that. If you're an outdoor or indoor player, it's something that you'll probably appreciate if you like ventilation or airflow. All of these little cutouts in that design goes all the way through the entire upper. That's all ventilation, and then the neoprene sock has all that mesh there as well, so it's nice and well ventilated. You can see right through the mesh here. So I think that this is a really neat shoe, the way that it's designed and constructed. So definitely has a good variation overall for most attributes. So as far as support is concerned, most of that's going to be coming from that fit. Like I said, from midfoot up to the forefoot, it's great. That heel area, or just right here where it dips down, I just never felt secure even with my true size. I probably would rather wear these with some sort of brace or tape around my ankle. Again, no issue with the heel. There was no heel slip, so that wasn't the problem. It's just this weird kind of area's flimsy fuse. Not really sure, but whatever it was, I just never felt 100% right in that section. The rest of everything is coming from that base. You can see here that you do have an outrigger. Steps outside right there for lateral movements and support. Not quite as nice as the Hyper Rev, I'd say, just because the Hyper Rev is a little bit chunkier. but this will still get the job done. As far as their arch support goes, it's not something that you can see, but inside there is a small torsional plate. It's not anything crazy. It's in most of Nike's team models where you don't see any sort of plate on the exterior, and in my opinion it worked just fine. Alright guys, so that pretty much takes care of the performance review on the Nike Zoom Crusader. Overall, I do like the model, especially for their price. It's $110, not too bad. Definitely can't go wrong with that. I would recommend an ankle brace for sure, and then just expect some inconsistencies with the traction, especially if you play indoors. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all your support. If you need any more information, you can always go to my site, kicksoncourt.com. So until next time guys, have a good one.